The program that you're about to watch contains skits, characters, and silly entertainment that was created by a bunch of weirdos, nerds, outcasts, idiots, artists, and goofballs. Any relation to these fictional characters are purely coincidental. There may be a bit of cursing and nutty shit, so be sure to cover those sensitive ears. The skits, voices, characters, and entertainment that are provided are nothing more than playful fun that has zero intentions of causing anybody offense or harm. Seriously, if you find this kind of fun offensive, then you shouldn't be here. We hope you enjoy the show.
It's time for fear and fun. In Monster Complex you will see there's fun for boys and girls and everyone. It's time to rip your face off. No, not like Nicolas Cage, I mean. There's blood and guts and candy and nuts and carrots and ghouls and feast. So, welcome to the Monster Complex. We're so glad that we can make you scream. Welcome to the Monster Complex. We celebrate and consummate all the joy of Halloween. Welcome to the Monster Complex.
Out of my heart. Oh, boy. Oh, well, hello, everybody. Skotty Bon Marrow here. I see you couldn't get enough of this sewage-filled disaster piece suckfest of tempered, tantrumed, unholy bullshit. Well, here we go again. Attempting to hold the fabric of your attention in a chokehold of doom and suffocating plastic baggery. But the show must go on. Are you ready for this shit, camera dude? Alrighty. Thumbs high. Alright, let's take a head dive down the side of Mount Wanakikitidi into the cesspool of our first segment. All the way up in the tightened flaps of Virginia, we have our good pal Robbie James for another product review segment. Let's play it and slay it, Robbie. Are you fucking kidding me? Camera dude, where's Robbie? Out sick? Holy fucking bozo buckets. First season we had Tansy call off. Now Robbie? Listen, buddy, this isn't some half-assed retail store that you can call off anytime you want. We have schedules and deadlines, man. And I'm not picking up your slack, pal. As a matter of fact, you know what's going to replace you right now? A cartoon. That's right, buddy. A fucking cartoon shall be my revenge. Don't let it happen again. These fucking show hosts. I need to go iron my ass cheeks and smooth out this fucking heat.
funny face.
Making a noise like a cat mewing. Captain, it was awful. If you could have seen those hands and those eyes. Captain, you've got to do something about it. You've got...
Is it human or inhuman? Earthly or unearthly? Baffling questions, astounding questions that not even the world's greatest scientific minds can answer.
Gentlemen, do you realize what we've found? A being from another world, as different from us as one pole from the other. If we can only communicate with it.
See? What happened, Doctor?
In the greenhouse, I was working. I couldn't see.
Yeah.
Then a blast of cold air, and I heard Olsen scream.
Come here. Get in the corner. Now hold this in front of you. Stay by the light switch.
1.9. Needles hit the top.
Wow, what the fuck was that spooky shit, man? That was damn terrifying. Good job, whoever you are. That was pretty fantastic. I like all that spooky shit. Way to give 5-year-olds nightmares. Anyways, next up we have my cousin from another coven, who's always grim and always reaping. I give to you Mr. Multo.
Greetings, my little hobgoblins. Here we are again with Tales of Mr. Multo, an assortment of insights documented by your favorite Reaper as he goes about his soul-gathering expeditions. First of all, I want to give a shout-out to my old pal Skotty Bon Marrow. Dude, the last time I seen you, all hell was breaking loose. We had the Black Death, the 100-Year War. Oh man, those were good times. We were racking up souls faster than hookers on the Vegas Strip. How the hell did you wind up in this train wreck? I know desperate times make desperate measures, that's why I'm here. But you act like a monkey taking peanuts from an organ grinder who just got his wardrobe at an S&M convention. Anyway, it's good to see you. Somehow, we'll have to get together and have a beer and talk about the good old days. So with that, let's get to our topic for the show. Tonight, I'm going to delve into superstitions from around the world. To some people they may seem silly or hokey, but there's a great number of humans that take it to heart. Even to the point where it disrupts their lives and can cause a great amount of stress.
I'm sure that whatever is happening can be explained by science.
How do you explain me? The peculiar quirks of human superstitions. So let's start, shall we? The first one is the evil eye. That glance capable of dishing out misfortune or worse. It's an idea that transcends boundaries. People clutch their amulets and make strange gestures to shield themselves from unintended malevolence. Those often accused of casting a sinister gaze, well, it's usually the unfamiliar, the less than perfect, the childless, and the elderly. Isn't that a charming mix? Here's a good one. There's the matter of not clipping those nails after sunset. A notion is cherished across various cultures, especially the ones in Asia. In Japanese culture, it's believed you shouldn't clip your nails at night or you'll die before your parents. Wow. A variation says you shouldn't cut your fingernails at night or bad spirits will enter your body through the fresh cut in your fingernail. How about this? You shouldn't do it at night because it's dark and you may cut yourself. Breaking a mirror. Oh, and what a splendid way to shatter one's prospects. In many corners of the world, it's said to bring 7 years of woe. A piece of glass, a fragile connection to one's soul. And its destruction spells doom. Your soul's image forever tarnished. But fret not. It makes no difference to me. All souls are equal in my... Well, I don't have eyes. But you know what I mean. And numbers. Oh, don't get me started on the numbers. So many cultures have their beloved digits, while others harbor dread for certain ones. 13, the unlucky number of the Western civilizations, while 7 shines as the beacon of luck. Over in China, it's about the number 8, a wealth of fortune. But heaven forbid the number 4, for it sounds like a death knell. Spilled salt, the nemesis of superstition, a dash of bad luck. To combat this dire fate, a pinch is flung over the left shoulder as a desperate act to bind or banish lurking spirits. Salt, the spiritual adversary. It's always at the ready to vex the gullible. Black cats. The feline heralds of fortune or doom, depending on where you hail from. In the tapestry of superstitions, these midnight creatures tread a fine line. A notion that sprouted during Europe's gloomy Middle Ages, where inky-coated companions could be your luck or your curse. Pope Gregory IX was not a cat person. He issued a warning against having or associating with cats, portraying the felines as the devil in disguise, working closely with witches to place curses on people. The full moon. Not only is it said to transform men into werewolves, but it's also believed to drive people crazy. For most of you, it's a short trip. People have long associated this cycle with the worst crimes. The number of accidents, crimes, and suicides doubled during these evenings. Today, people continue to believe that this ball of sand and rock plays on our emotions and our moods.
Damn right.
Legend states that our feelings will be increased 10 times over, insomnia will hit us harder, and a natural aggression with people and animals will intensify. Well, that's how I feel when I look over at the plumber working under the kitchen sink. And lastly, knocking on tombstones as you stroll through the graveyards.
Are you nuts?
A courteous nod to the dearly departed. It's said to awaken and seek permission from the slumbering spirits. A macabre dance to appease the other side. Isn't it just delightful? Oh, the tales and beliefs entertain me as I go about my daily business, tending to my harvest of souls. Humans, you truly are a captivating bunch, but you definitely make my job more interesting. So until next time, keep doing what you do best, and I'll keep track of those quirky little things that you do. So this is Mr. Molto saying, peace.
I'm way ahead of you, cousin, on the bear situation.
Perfect brewing water. Gottlieb
Camera,
Allen
dude, where's
spent
that
years
coming
searching
from?
for it. Back in 1853, he found it. Sparkling, pure Wisconsin spring water. Today, Heileman's Old Style is still brewed with virgin pure water from underground springs. Still brewed in the old world.
Unpaid advertising.
Heileman's Old Style, pure brewed in God's country. Slowly.
Are we done?
Naturally.
Are we done? All right, cool. Yeah. Brewed in God's country? What the fuck? I thought it was brewed in Chicago. I mean, I'm not one for God or anything, but like, he sure makes one fucking hell of a beer. In old style, brewed in God's country. Drank by demons around the globe. Anyways. Yeah, Maldo, dude. 100-year-old war. That's where we tried to kill the fucking Viking that invented golf. And I'll never mock the S&M vibe. That shit started in hell, man. Remember Uncle Gustavo and Aunt Bathory? They invented the look. I'm personally glad it caught on, to be honest. A little taste of home here. It's always a pleasure to see you, cousin. Well, camera dude, I think it's time for a commercial break. So, keep those asses glued to your hand-me-down furniture. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Has your glasses been broken during a scuffle with the boogeyman? Was you forced to abandon your favorite pair of heels, fleeing a fiend? Was your car window smashed by a monstrosity? Or has it been wrecked while fleeing a flesh eater? Maybe your home has been ransacked by a band of predacious marauders. Or your favorite pickup truck was destroyed by a pair of unwanteds. Since 1968, Ghoul Insurance has covered these and much more. Because Ghoul Insurance is your one-stop shop for the horrors of life.
Ghoul Insurance, we take the terror from you.
Hello, Ghoul Insurance? I was wondering if you had a plan that catered to demons who get sucked out of hell and suffer from mental illness. You don't? Why the fuck not? Listen, buddy, tell your mom I said hi. To hell with you, man. Well, hello. Camera dude, what do we got next? Music. Beautiful, perfect. Just what this show needs right about now. All right, coming to you from Chicago as being one of the greatest Halloween and horror bands, I now give to you the Ooozin Ahhhs.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Anthony Sevins here. I am the founder of the Monster Complex Horror Club, as well as the creator of this lovely show that you're watching. I just wanted to swing by real quick to give you guys all a huge shout out, to all of you viewers who are here watching the show and supporting everything that we do or at least most of the things that we do. Hopefully you're enjoying what you're watching, you're enjoying the show. And another shout out to all of our producers and creative consultants that work behind the scenes to help create and guide the show where it's supposed to be. You know, I send all of my love and passion to all of you out there, and thank you so much. Without any of you, you know, this stuff just wouldn't exist. It wouldn't happen. And, you know, from all of us at the Monster Complex Horror Club to all of you, a huge thank you. If you are not a member of the Monster Complex Horror Club and you'd like to be, just find us on Facebook. Very easy. Just look up Monster Complex Horror Club and, you know, just join. It's for free. Invite your friends, invite your family, anybody that you know that's into horror. And if you'd like to be a part of this show here, all you got to do is find me on Facebook. Just look up Tony Sevins. Send me a private message, and we'll see if we can accommodate your work into our show. And it doesn't matter if you're a haunt actor or actress, or if you're a show host or a magician or a puppeteer or any kind of an entertainer pertaining to horror, Halloween, and spooky shit. So we would love to have you on. It would be our pleasure. And just come and find me, come and see me. But I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Let's get you back to the show. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Admiral Sevins, for keeping us gagged and bound in this hellish crusade of mind-numbing adventure. I'd rather be stripping at a bar in the middle of what used to be Cabrini Green, rubbing 2 scoops of Ben Gay on my nutsack, while shampooing my hair with a fistful of jalapenos and dancing to David Hasselhoff while the burning juice pierces through the lenses of my eyes. Ha! This show is unequivocally just, it makes my bowels unhappy, camera dude. I mean, hashtag no joke. Anyways, next up we have something new for all of you out there. It is a cemetery tour guide named Larry. And, yeah, he's gonna take you on a little spooky journey through a little story about Resurrection Mary. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get on with this new action here, man. I give to you Cemetery Larry.
I'm Cemetery Larry, cemetery historian with Chicago Cemetery Crawlers. And I'm here to tell you the most famous ghost story associated with a cemetery in Chicago. Resurrection Mary, the hitchhiking ghost. Since 1939, people have reported giving a ride to this woman that they either met inside the old Willowbrook Ballroom or simply seeing her walking down the road and then offering her a ride home. When she takes the ride, going down Archer, when they get near the gates of Resurrection Cemetery, she'll say, "Stop. Let me out over here." At which point, when the car pulls up to the gates, Mary will get out the car, walk towards the gates, and instead of opening the gates, she'll simply walk through the gates and disappear into the darkness. In 1976, there's this incident at the cemetery where a man says that he sees a woman locked in the gates trying to get out. So he drives to the police station and lets them know, like, hey, there's a woman still locked in the cemetery. You gotta go let her out. So the police go over there to unlock the gates to find that there's no woman there. But on the bars of the cemetery gates, there are handprints burnt into the bars as the bars are bent far enough where someone could squeeze through. Mary got tired of waiting. The cemetery, denying this ghost story, the cemetery will try to burn the bars, weld them back in place, and finally in the 1990s, they replaced the whole gate in general. This, though, will not be the end of Mary. Mary will still make her presence felt all up and down Archer. In fact, one day, Mary's picked up along the side of the road by a taxi driver. Thinking her as just any other fare, when they're driving down Archer, when she says, "Hey, stop, let me out over here," He thinks surely she doesn't mean the cemetery, that's too weird, so instead he pulls into the lot across the street, into the parking lot of the bar, Chet's Melody Lounge. Mary will get out the car and walk away, never paying the taxi driver, at which point now the taxi driver is upset, like, how dare you skip this fare, I just picked you up, come on, pay me. So he's going to run to the bar and go, where is she? That woman owes me a fare. To find there's only the bartender and a couple patrons in the bar. And they look around and they look at him and go, who? And the taxi drivers go, the woman. White dress, blonde hair, glowing. I just dropped her off. Where is she? He's going to search the entire bar, even checking out the woman's bathroom to find out that she's not there. With shock in his face, the bartender is just going to look to him and say, buddy, that's Mary. She's not here. She's across the street. This story, much like the bars, travels all over Chicago. But in a world of Uber and Lyft, people forget about this story. But Mary's still around. And next time, I might just tell you about my run-in with Resurrection Mary.
Oh. Good morning, fellow monster lovers, and welcome once again to Creepy Cheapies with Dr. Lady. I'm Feargal Sharky, or maybe I'm CPO Sharky. And by the way, good on you, and bonus points if you recognize either one or both of those obscure references. Today's mask is another one from the TV series The Walking Dead, which is kind of the show that asks the question, remember all that cool stuff that happened in Dawn of the Dead? Well, imagine if some boring stuff was happening somewhere else at the same time. I find the show too boring for it to hold my attention. I tried to watch it. I watched the first season and most of the second season, and somewhere in there I reached a point where now whenever I try to watch it, I try to focus on it, but it's just like people going and it's not scary to me, and it just seems like my brain floats up and hovers away somewhere and starts sorting my sock drawer, and I can't focus on it. But I love a lot of the makeups and the tremendously cool zombies that are in it. One of many that has been reproduced for you in mask form from the good creeps at Trick or Treat Studios is this guy known as the Twisted Walker. I would have probably called him Jaw Dropper. Jawbreaker? Jaw-dropping horror right here with Twisted Walker, which is his actual title. Now, he came out in the year 2020, and he looks like the year 2020, I think. Let's get a close-up on some of his gruesomeness here. I haven't seen the episode that this one was in, or if I did see it, I dozed off during that part, and, you know, like a zombie, was like, you know, out, you know, and not cognizant of him. So I can't tell you whether or not it's 100% dead on, you get it, to the episode, but I assume it is, because all the other ones from Trick or Treat have been pretty great. And this one was sculpted by a super talented artist named Darren Roberts, who's worked with some very high profile and very impressive legendary people in the world of masks and collectible monsters. And if you can see how nasty this guy is here, wow, he's got all sorts of things wrong with him. And I have not done anything to this. Sometimes I work on the paint a little bit here or there, and you know, sort of add shadows or highlights or something to supplement and accent the details. But this one is right out of the bag from Trick or Treat. And this guy, here's how scary he is. Here's how ugly he is. He's so ugly that my wife, Laura Lady, doesn't like him because she finds him too disturbing. And now I've hurt his feelings, I know. Now let me explain that. Laura Lady is surrounded by monsters and zombies and ghosts all the time and does not find them disturbing. So if you're able to give her the creeps, wow, that's an achievement as a zombie. You must be a super scary zombie if you're able to disturb the likes of Laura. Okay, so actually that's a good thing. And you think about that and you'll feel much better. As you can see, he's got eyebrows glued on And he's got hair, not my favorite type of hair. It's that Kanekalon plasticky, kinky stuff. I would have preferred straight hair, but not having seen the episode, I can't say whether it's inaccurate or not. Maybe it looks pretty close to how he looked in the episode, but in any case, it works okay on this particular mask. There aren't many masks on which you can get away with that kind of hair. This one, it kind of works, and one thing I like about it is that it's streaked, and that's why I hesitate to replace it. I love the fact that there's some light and dark. Now, you may think that's just the lighting or how I'm holding it or something, but no, it actually is streaked with lighter and darker. The white hair isn't really white, it's like a really pale, dirty blonde, off-white. So it isn't really white, it's just a very pale, grayish blonde, and then there's streaks of darker in there, and it looks really cool and dramatic and adds depth to him. As far as wearability, the pupils are drilled out of the eyes, so you get that creepy staring eye effect. And I've heard it said that he's too much like Dr. Tongue, and he's a little bit like Dr. Tongue because of the mangulation here, but I think he's different enough to still stand on his own. Well, he won't stand on his own. I had to put a stand in him. As a zombie, I think he's different enough. He looks more like an old hippie zombie rather than a scientist or a doctor like Dr. Tongue. He looks more like an old hippie, an old stoner, kind of maybe a biker zombie. They made movies about biker zombies. Yeah, there have been several. But very nice mask, about 60 bucks. Is that what you sell for? Yeah? He says that's right, 60 bucks. So if you're into horrifyingly scary rotted corpses and The Walking Dead in general, pick up a $60 trick-or-treat Twisted Walker. And next week we'll be discussing the Twisted Walkers and their relationship to Clint Walker, Nancy Walker, and other people named Walker. What? The Snow Walkers from Star Wars? No, that's not.
Very well done indeed. That was crafty Krystal Williams in our brand new culinary arts segment. So for all of you out there who enjoy cooking or baking or something, you can come on the show and do that now. But see, now I want some fucking cookies, camera dude. Do we have any cookies around here? Upstairs? Oh, okay. I hope we have Chips Ahoy. I really love Chips Ahoy. Oh, yeah. Anyway, sorry. So next up, let's see, who do we got up next? Coming to us from Chucky Shamuzian's Spaghetti and Cupcake Mezzanine is everybody's favorite mask marker. So let's go to the smoking section of Not Quite Area 51 and join Malaria Moore.
Hey, what's going on? Thanks, Scotty Honey, for the introduction. All right, let's just jump into this shit. Here we go. All right, mask number 1. Oh my God. This is the face you make when you eat a whole plate of sour meat curtains. This is the bad one-night stand gone completely awry mask. It's like the sculptor saw his friend after a gonorrhea diagnosis and turned all Greg Kinnear from As Good As It Gets and was like, hold that pose. All right, let's get into the next one. Here we go. This ass biscuit looks like a gym teacher from 1987 and was the regional champion of getting hit in the face with a fucking stack of bricks. Act now and get a free vibrating butt massager and half a Pop-Tart. This bitch was the Wicked Witch of the South, and all she wanted was munchkin love. All right, that's all I got for you today. Stay in stitches, my bitches. Back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah! What's going on, everybody? This is Pete Alfredo, the ultra-masculine macaroni. Let me tell you something. Next week, at Vinnie Jackson's Hot Dog Safari, we're gonna be throwing down with Bobby the Beef Muppet. And let me tell you something, it's not gonna be a picture, man. Because you know what we do with macaroni, Bobby? I'll tell you what we do, man. We boil it in a pot. Yeah. Let that boil and just cook and boil. What do we do with that? What do we do after it boils? Put the lid on it, man. This lid is too damn big for this pot. But that's okay, man, because you know what? My lid is not going to be too big for your pot. Ah, yeah. And then I'm going to be calling my mom and being like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go into battle with this pot and this fucking lid, man. And like, I'm gonna like sit there and be like, you can't penetrate my macaroni. Yeah. And then got my little buddy over here. Got my wrestling partner in crime, Lenny, the karate meat stick. Oh yeah, Lenny, why don't you tell him what's going on at the Hot Dog Safari next week, brother? Yeah, that's right. That's right. What are your predictions, Lenny? Oh, you see that? He says they're gonna tap out in two rounds, man. 2 rounds of playtime. Yeah, that's right, Lenny. We'll be seeing you next week. Next week at the Hot Dog Safari in Berwyn, Illinois. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me and Lenny are gonna throw down and we're gonna mess you up. We're gonna cook your macaroni. Then afterwards, yeah, we're gonna go out and get some cheeseburgers, man. Some cheeseburgers, oh yeah! We got 2-for-1 chicken McNuggets at this one joint right down the street from here. But that's irrelevant. It's irrelevant because next week at the Hot Dog Safari, we're gonna take you out. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, man. All right, Lenny, you can go now. All right, yeah. I'm telling you, man. I'm going to show you no mercy. Just like when I cooked macaroni, I turned something hard into something soft. And then I eat it. Sometimes I put a little cheese on it and turn it into macaroni and cheese. Because I'm the ultra-masculine macaroni, and that's just what I do. Oh, yeah. All right, be seeing you next week at the Hot Dog Safari, man. All right. What do you say, Lenny? Want to go get some meat? Kind of hungry. All right, anyways, yeah, next week, Hot Dog Safari.
Ah, there we go again. Adding more criminals to the lineup of characters on this show. That guy's got more loose screws than Jenna Jameson. Anyways, next up we have something super cool and groovy that we've never done on this show until right now. We once tried to get mini-movies played on this show, but unfortunately we couldn't get the rights to use any porno movies, so we had to settle for independent horror directors. Kidding. Now, seriously, camera dude, we've been looking for independent directors to help promote the films for quite a bit now. And finally, director Domenic Migliore has stepped up to the plate. If I said your name wrong, sorry, fuck it, I don't know you that well. And he's been making original films for quite some time now, and has given us his awesomely coated permission to showcase his stuff. So refill your popcorn, grab a snack, put down your dirty magazines, zip up your pants, hold your breath, and count to 52, and prepare yourself for our first ever mini-movie titled Lenore.
Ging heut Morgen übers Feld, da noch auf den Gräsern hing, gab zu mir der lustige Fink ein Gut Geld. Guten Morgen, ein Geld, wird nicht eine schöne Welt, schöne Welt. Die Welt gefällt.
Hi, welcome to Kids Corner. I am a dad in a Canadian tuxedo that allows his kids to watch horror movies. And what we have here, Scream, huh?
Scream 1.
Okay, so what's your name?
Kian McMahon.
Okay, so tell me about Scream 1, and that brings me back to high school.
Basically, it's about a girl named Sydney Prescott whose mother died a year before, and then basically a killer went on a killing spree, killing teenagers from Woodsboro High School.
Oh, that's pretty spot on, man. What's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene is probably at the end, when Billy Loomis says, "You look like you've seen a ghost." That got me like, oh no.
Yeah. How about your favorite kill?
Tatum.
Tatum, why?
Because it was better than just a plain kill and just a normal just stabbing. It was really cool because they used the whole garage and stuff, so it just made it better.
Nice. Let's test your trivia and see how much you paid attention to the movie. Who was the killer in Friday the 13th?
Jason's mom.
Good. Very good. You were paying attention. What was the most 90s thing you think that the movie had in it? So I know it's from a totally different era, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something you never experienced.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The hairstyles.
Hairstyles.
They were just terrible.
I know. The 90s were pretty bad for that. So, would you recommend it to any of your buddies, kids your age in school?
Yeah, around 10 to 11. I'd say it's a pretty good slasher movie. If you're getting into horror or slasher movies, I definitely recommend Scream 1 if you're going to start off with that.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not the scariest, but it is pretty gory, so it is a good start.
It's a good start. There's enough jump scares in it to scare you a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of violence, right?
Yeah.
Isn't the beginning scene pretty cool, though?
Yeah.
Too? When he's out on the back patio?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, too. Okay. Hey, back to you.
Yay! The show's over! My favorite part! I tell you, man, I have such a fucking headache from all of this regurgitated synthetic sloppy Joe douche baggery. Will it ever end? I'd rather be hosting a show where a 3-year-old eats tack nails out of the butt crack of a really pissed off jellyfish. Anyways, today's batch of glistening titty sorcery was brought to you by Rhonda Shave-It-All's Invisible Chocolate Mousse, Go-Go Ronaldo's Vibrating Gelatin Thongs, and Raoul Salami Fist's Juicy Condoms and Pre-Cooked Toast Hat. Fucking really? All the proceeds of the show get donated to the Blessed Church of Our Lady of Saggy Boobs, a division of the Dirty Glamour Disco Nuns that helps needy kids heal from being traumatized by sock puppets. Jesus. You might as well just sprinkle shavings of donkey shit in my cream of wheat and try to convince me that it's cinnamon. Jesus Christ. Anyways, well, I hope you had fun. Join us again next time as we watch myself strategically jump off of a fucking cliff because I hate this damned show. Seriously, camera dude. Somebody needs to write a letter to Sevins and his team with instructions on how to properly circumcise the hopes and dreams that this wretched show is going to fucking work. Anyways, till we meet again, piss off, cruel world.
Skotty Bon Marrow. Jon Truhlar, keeper of lost souls and hunter of deceitful demons. I know your lies. I know that you were not pulled from hell to do someone else's bidding unwillingly. I will be your salvation from your earthly confines. But I will also be your doom. I know what you have done to me, and you will pay dearly for it. Watch your back, Skotty Bon Marrow.